he doesn't have the political capital, but in Lebanon, having a political capital doesn't really matter because a political capital is an invitation to corruption, which the new president seems determined to fight and put an end to it, at least to control it. Now, I see the new president as a nation builder. He's coming from the military, of course. He was the commander of the army. And the first builder of the Lebanese state was Fuad Shahab between 1958 and 1964. But he gave up on his efforts to modernize the country because he was resisted by the confessional political establishment. So this man, the new president, seems determined to put an end to corruption and restore stability and quiet. However, he will be dealing essentially with two files: security and economic development, and putting the economy back on the right track. It seems easier for him to deal with the security, with reining in Hezbollah, entering Palestinian refugee camps, and restoring the state's sovereignty. However, dealing with the economic dimension is a much more tough challenge. And it remains to be seen to what extent he will be able to deliver on his promises. I do not doubt his intentions, but the question is, the corruption is deep-seated in Lebanon.
Let's talk about the most challenging aspect of this. As you say, it's the economic piece. How might his presidency impact these stalled negotiations with the IMF? And do you foresee him pushing for the reforms needed to unlock international assistance that will help to revive or at least restore in some part Lebanon's crippled economy?
Sure. I mean, the only way to restore a country's economy is to have a well-functioning banking sector. The banks are technically broke in Lebanon, and there is no confidence in them. As you know, 5 years ago, we had a financial meltdown and depositors lost all their money in the banking sector. And during their interaction with the IMF teams that visited Lebanon regularly were stunned by the behavior of their Lebanese negotiators. And they said this cannot be public servants. They presented themselves as a group of corrupt, and they behaved as a mafia, to put it bluntly. So I hope that under the new administration, the president will give a new boost to Lebanon's negotiations with the IMF and to restore the public confidence in the banking sector. But here, very painful decisions need to be made to recover the economy, to put it on the right track. You need foreign investors. And nobody wants to invest in a country where the people don't trust their banking institutions.